Hey gang, Ronan here. Welcome on back to the Cade as we are carrying on with our playthrough of 1991's Super Robot Wars 3 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Is part of one of the largest franchises ever created in the history of video games that spans more than 50 titles over 3 decades, but was never officially ported to the US. So it was one of those games and one of these franchises, as we said from the beginning, we've been wanting to do a version of this series since we built the channel almost 3 years ago now, and now we're finally taking advantage of that. So what we did in the last episode was we had to take out a surprise ambush, and we managed to pick up a new mech. What we have is we have the DJ SER, which is a good long-range mech that we can utilize in the same way as we could with the Gundam. So now what we've got to do is we've got to carry on to the next mission. What we are ultimately trying to get to is our next meet up with a super robot, being Combattler V. And hopefully we're finally here. And the reason why they call it Combattler V is, yes, it is made up of 5 different components that converge to make the titular robot. And hopefully I didn't give myself a content strike by using the word titular there. So we do get to have Combattler V in this episode. So if you look at the way the base is designed, and this is something that was very common in the majority of anime from the 70s and into the early 80s, they, especially with the super robots, they put it all around a central theme. So in terms of Combattler V, he is powered by electromagnetic reactors. In the same way that Get a Robo is named that way because the scientist who created the robot, Dr. Saudame, discovered a variation of gamma rays called Geta rays. So now we'll see all 5 parts of this mech eventually come out, but for right now we've only got 2. So we've got to be careful in what we apply. So where are these 2 enemies at? Looks like they're up. Yep, they're way up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those mechs come to me. Because I have only 2 pieces of Combattler V out right now. What I'm really wanting to make sure of is that it does not prevent me. There we go, and there's the other ones. So the tank will be the hardest one to move up because it's not flying, because it's a tank. So I don't want to let parts 1 and 2 get too far ahead of us. Because eventually what I want to do is I want to have all 5 of them converge and combine to form Combattler V. And I need them all in relative proximity to one another for that to happen. So what's now I need to do is I just need to get everybody together, and on, looks like after this turn, we should be in a position where we can combine. we will have ourselves another super robot at our disposal. Now, as I mentioned when we did our last episode, having watched a great majority of giant robot and mech anime when I was a kid. Here we go. Let's combine and fight. We shall do that. Combattler V is one of the few that I've ever seen that when you look at how it's designed, all of its components look like they actually could converge to make a giant robot the size that it is. Unlike Robo, which again is still one of my favorite mech designs of all time, to turn 3 fighter planes into a giant robot of 3 different configurations just doesn't work. But Go Nagai, the person who created Robo, really wasn't concerned about that. But I love that we get this transitional scene, and in later versions they actually go through and show the full process of Combattler combining. And here come the tank for the feet. And we have ourselves a Combattler V. So, the thing about Combattler is that he's got a whole ton of weapons at his disposal, and they're all pretty damn good. And the best melee attack he has is what's called the Chodenji Yo-Yo. So he'll attack again. And this time he misses. We'll respond with the Chodenji Spark. Which we gotta be careful with how much of that we use, only because it can sap down Combattler's energy reserves quite a lot. Now, as we hopefully are able to improve him more, we can build up his energy reserves along with his armor and everything else. Alright, well, in the turn, and then he should attack me. Hopefully this won't hit. Well, it did, but we can heal up. The other nice thing about having 5 pilots at the helm of Combattler is we can take advantage of all 5 of them and use abilities that each one has. And they have some that overlap, but for the most part, they're all different. So now Garuda is going to show up. Oh, we're only able to utilize one set of spirit abilities. Well, that sucks. I'm so used to playing later games where you're able to take advantage of everything each pilot has. That is the difference between an older version of these games and the newer ones. Ouch. So now we've got to be able to take out Garuda on our own. So we're not going to have any help on this. So we're just going to have to go up and face him head on. It looks like hopefully this will land. Oh yeah. So the Chodenji spin is his ultimate attack. And as you see, it does a ton of damage. But we've got to be careful now, because he just nailed us for a ton, and we're not able to get out of the way. So hopefully this will not be a fatal shot. Nope. Alright, we'll do a full heal. But we're not going to be able to do that again, which sucks. But we shouldn't have to worry about not hitting him again. Oh, this may not be good. Hopefully he won't duck it. Yep, he didn't duck it. So Garuda is gone. And Combattler is fully healed. But now we're going to have company. But we should also get reinforcements. Well, we're going to get even more beasties showing up. Like I said, fortunately we are fully healed. Well, so we've got a combination of Mazinger mechs. And it looks like they're all heading towards the laboratory. But the reinforcements have arrived. For some reason, it didn't want to let me let all my mechs out. That's weird. Let's get them all out here. 'Cause I need them all to get moving towards the lab anyway. And hopefully, because we've got a bunch of super mechs there to deal with, our guys will have a better chance of surviving this attack than what we've been dealing with, because we desperately need to be in a position where we can upgrade these guys, and we haven't been able to as of yet, which is really annoying. And something that is so critical in these games is that once you are able to build up funds to improve your mechs, you gotta start doing it as soon as you can, because your enemies are only going to get tougher as the game continues to progress. Okay, now it looks like they're coming my way. So they're not going for the lab. Good. I was worried that we were going to have to come around this cape and go down to the lab to protect it. But instead, the army is coming to meet us here. We're just not doing well with our ability to not avoid getting hit by things. Ooh! So I have the ability for my guys to heal up. Actually, what I want to do is, I think, whoop. What do we got here? Here we go. 93% contact hit on this Gilgug. Yeah, that's what I want. Because what you're ultimately hoping for is you want your super robots to soften these guys up. I should have kept him up here. And then I can bring in my Gundams and other smaller units to hopefully take them out. And by doing that, they can build up levels a little bit quicker. I want to have Aphrodite repair the NT. Mazinger can't fly very far, which is annoying. And I want my gun cannons and the Nemos to hang back because they are the most fragile. And if I have them get destroyed, I'm not going to be in good shape. At least as far as when we get to the end of the mission and the credits are divvied up. Don't hit me for too much. Okay. Fortunately, these mechs don't appear to look too strong. Oh, but if they're going to be ganging up on the GPO-1, that's not good. And then I can't select the weaponry I want to be able to use against these guys, because normally I wouldn't use the Vulcan cannon, I would just use the beam sabers, because the beam saber will do more damage, and it doesn't draw from my energy reserves. Alright, hopefully he won't hit me. Nope. And hopefully he won't hit me. Ooh, this is gonna suck. This Mars I can hit for a lot. Please tell me you can't hit me from there. Okay, it's 27%. Hopefully you won't hit me. Nope. Because again, the one benefit of the Gundams is that the farther up in levels they go, the more elusive they can get. Except in this case. So I'm already down the GPL-1. Damn it. Trying to hit the Mythos, and he's gonna hit it. Oof. Alright, I need to move him up. Only 58%. Well, he did more than enough damage. Hopefully this will do enough to take it out. It's only 51. This isn't good. And he ducked it. I might lose the Mythos here. Nope. Check it out of the way. Good. Thank you, Fa. Repair you really quick. See if the DJ can hit it. Oh yeah, he's all over it. Ba-boom. Goodbye. See if I can put this thing down. Not quite. But because I'm in the air, it can't attack me because it can't reach that far. Hopefully this thing won't do too much damage to Mazinger, which it didn't. %68 to 60. I just needed to connect. Yes, thank you. And I need the same thing to happen here. 74%, and this thing can't hit me. I'm good with that. Amuro has a natural ability to hit for 100%. So that thing's toast. See if I can hit with something a little bit better than that. Nope. So use the high mega launcher. The only problem is that this thing sucks up a ton of juice. But it should be enough to blow this thing away. Alright, so Zeta Gundam levels up. Whoop. It's only 24% and it can't hit back. That doesn't bode well for the other ones. Alright, we'll move Nemo down here. What do I have? I have acceleration and I have guts. Okay, so I can heal. (51% with the Mega Particle Cannon. And I did that little damage to it? You would think with a capital ship firing off its secondary weapon it would do a lot more damage than that. Alright, so that gawk is gone. Oh, by all means, go right at Mazinger. Go for it. You're not going to do as much damage to him as you think. Meanwhile, he unloads his best weapon on you and melts you to slag. Ooh, hopefully this will not be too painful. Alright, I'm gonna have to move Keith out of the line of fire here. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, that hurt and then some. I mean, the AI in this game is not super intelligent, but it'll pick out what it thinks is the weak sister in the bunch and do its best to exploit it. %. Hopefully it won't hit. 1 in 3 chance. Nope. She got out of the way. %40 chance of hitting Combattler. Hopefully he will sidestep it. Nope. %35 chance, so 1 in 3. Okay. Next. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to move. Whoops. First things first. Spirit. Actually, I'll put him back on the ship, let him heal up. Okay, let's see here. What can I hit with what? What do you have? You have boost morale, movement, guts, X guts. %, and he can't hit me from here. But the armor on these things are sick. I should be able to hit it for a lot more than that. Can I hit with a hyper bazooka? 52% versus 55. Please connect. Nope. Crap. Don't hit me back. Thank you. $95 versus 33%. There we go. Just don't hit him back. Come on, Amuro, move. Ooh. Did not want that. But that's where having Aphrodite comes in really handy, because then I can get him fixed up. Alright, so that one's been softened up a little bit. That one's still good. That one's almost gone. $93% versus 28. I'm down with this. Bye-bye. Alright, the big blast divider is like a big missile. He got out of the way, which I'm fine with. Hopefully this lands. It did, but it did no damage. Well, she got out of the way. That's good. Boost morale. Next attack is critical. So, 1100, 1200. Ah, okay, so what I can do is I can move the Argama up into range, and then I can use its full attack to take out a bunch of this stuff. No time like the person to bust out the getter beam, and this thing should melt. So what I'll have to do is I will have to move Mazinger up out of the way before I send this thing off to fire on it. All right. Now, hopefully these things won't do too much damage to the ship. Meanwhile, their Gamma just took out a trough, which I'm fine with because that should boost it up a level. And that's a good thing, because even having the capital ships take out enemies every once in a while is helpful. Because that builds up their ability to take damage and dish it back out. And you do have to think about this game in a lot of ways being like chess. Sometimes you have to put your queen out there in the field in the hopes that it will attract enough attention that your ancillary pieces can then go do what it needs to. Even at 96% again, they couldn't hit it. And this is something, like I said, they tightened up a lot in newer variations of these games. They made the hit-to-miss ratio a lot tighter. So if you're looking at like 96%, it's near impossible to miss. Alright, so I want to move him up. Let Mazinger take him down. Bye-bye. Alright, what I want to do is I want to move him out of the way. So now I'm looking at almost dead. Almost dead. And almost dead. Sweet. The Slugger can hit it for 82%. hopefully this thing will connect. 64, but he can't hit back. That's good. Well, I barely dented it. Will this be enough to take it out? Come on, Rekka. Oof! Barely. Again, its armor is really thick. Or it's Rakoa, not Rekka. Alright, I'll have Zeta use the beam rifle. That should put this thing down. This should be enough to take the Garada out. Yep, it's gone. Alright, well, if I only lost one mech in this fight, I am not going to be super upset. Because now I can put this sucker down, and we can call it a day. But that the getter beam didn't have enough to take him out, that surprises me. Can Amuro put him down? Almost. Whiffed. And he levels up, which I'm just fine with. Heal him up some more. The Nemo. I wonder if I can have Aphrodite take him out. Nope. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to go. Actually, I have something I can deploy here. Actually, that's not gonna help. So hopefully Keith will not get damaged too badly from this. Nope, got out of the way. Will this work? No, he sidestepped it. See if I can hit with a beam rifle. 60%, maybe? Can we? No. When he's this low, I want him to actually be able to put him away, but they're not doing it. Alright, 84%. This should do it. There we go. Rakoa! She levels up. And we finally get through this mission. So, forgive us for getting you involved in such a dangerous situation. You're the Londo Bell. We've been hearing rumors lately. Dr. Shatani, let me get straight to the point. Will you let us have Combattler 5? So now we have Combattler 5 in our arsenal. This is a quick Combattler with a new weapon, the Big Blast Divider. So now we have to decide whether we're going to go to the Photon Research Lab, which is the home of Mazinger and Great Mazinger, or the Saturn Research Lab. And it looks like we can go to... Let's see. So I think we should go to the Saturn Lab anyway. Yeah, because it's on the way to the Photon Research Lab. So I'm hoping that if we do that, we might be in a position where we will get a Robo G. Which would be awesome, but I think we're still too early on in the game to have that, because this game won't give us that much of a power-up that soon. But speaking of power-ups, we need to see about improving some of our mechs. So, the ones that we really need to work on are ones like the GPO-1. Let's boost that to 2,000. We've got 8,900 left, so... Again, with the Gundams, what we want to be able to make sure of is like hit points, armor. Reaction is their ability to avoid attacks, which is why you see it's higher for these than it is, say, the Super Robots, because the Super Robots have far better armor. So because they've got better armor, we need to be able to make sure that they can withstand that sort of an attack, while the Gundams and everything, we need to have avoid attacks. Oop, I'm low on funds, so it looks like I've already bumped that one up. And then we can, let's see, which one has the lowest armor? The DJ's got 150, Alex is 120. I should bump her armor up for 3,000. And that'll help her take more damage. So we've done all we can at this point. So what we'll do is we'll save it here, and in the next episode, as we're already at 50 minutes, we're way overdue anyway. Looks like we will head our way to the Saturn Research Lab and see what we find there. So, hope you've been enjoying the content on the channel so far. Remember to tune in for Sports Saturday and Suckerpunch Sunday coming up this weekend, where we play classic sports and fighting or fighting platform-based game from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. Sports Saturday, again, we're carrying on with our great what-if scenario. What if we could rebuild the New England Patriots football dynasty of the early part of this century had Tom Brady never come into existence? We're doing this on Sega Sports, Sega NFL 2K2 for the Dreamcast. It's been a lot of fun so far. We're more than halfway through the season, and we're well on our way to the playoffs, if not a possible Super Bowl run. So, also, be sure to follow us on social media through Instagram and Threads. We're on TreasureCade to help spread the word about us as we continue to build this channel and make it bigger and better. My name is Ron. It's been great to spend this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll talk to you in the next one as we carry on with Super Robot Wars 3. Bye.